What's up, Divine Masculine Collective? Thank you for joining me for your energy reading. If it's your first time joining me, my name is Keita. If you're a returning viewer, thank you for coming back to tap in with me. I'm going to be bringing forth a message for the Divine Masculine Collective. And actually have already pulled a few cards. I just finished up the Soul Food Sundays reading, and y'all's reading is already very much in alignment with what came through in this month's episode of Soul Food Sundays. So if you just tapping in with this reading, it resonates with you, also check out the Soul Food Sundays reading titled The Significance of the Light. I'm gonna name it something like that, because I'm seeing that energy reverberate in this message that's coming out for you guys, because I already pulled 2 cards from the Gateway of Light activation cards, because just saw 111. So that may be significant to some of you, but I was just wanting to see what is like the energetic overview for the Divine Masculine Collective before I start to really drill down into it with some of the other decks. And so you all got karmic board clearing, energetic clearing, rewriting your story, and live your truth. And there was a message of rewriting your story that came out in Soul Food Sundays. Y'all, this is a totally different deck. So just know that whatever you're going through, it is because you're changing the narrative. You're being called to change the narrative, or you're actively doing the work to change the narrative. Only you would know which side of that coin you on, being called to or answering the call. But whatever the case, you're changing, you're rewriting your story. Whatever you've been through up to this point, this next chapter is meant to look totally different for you, because many of you are restoring what the locust has stolen. That message kicked just out 227. Shout out to my great granny whose birthday is coming up, and she's giving me the strength after I just did an hour long Soul Food Sundays to bring forth this message for the Divine Masculine Collective, because normally, baby, your girl would have tapped out after an hour. But I'm very passionate about bringing this message forth just like I was that one, because it's needed, for one thing. And it's needed because you all are doing some karmic board clearing. Know that, yeah, there are some things in this lifetime that you've experienced, that you've gone through, and as a result, you are experiencing the karma of that. For some of y'all got some karmic people and environments and experiences, just saw 311, that are not in alignment with your divine calling. You got some low vibe shit going on, some things you need to face that you've been avoiding, that you attracted when you were in a more low vibrational state, and now you're no longer necessarily as tolerant or connected to, and you're being called to face that, because in order to rewrite your story, you're gonna have to put a button on some of that stuff. You're gonna have to confront some of that stuff. And just like in the Soul Food Sundays reading, some of that is confronting your demons. Some of that is being mindful of the energy that you're entertaining and that you are intermingling with. And then literally, and you also got living in your truth, stepping into a more authentic version of yourself, therefore having to clear the slate, having to make space for things that align with your authentic self, because there's a version of you that's no longer serving you, and therefore there are people around you that no longer serve you. There are environments that no longer serve you. There are habits that no longer serve the version of the person who you are or who you are becoming, and you needed to surrender to that. But know that this is what's in the cards, literally, for you. This is what the divine is orchestrating. If you thinking you just going through this shit because of something that you got going on, like, no, this is part of your sacred contract. These are the things that the divine are setting into place so you can get that shit out of here. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of here with that. Nah, you better than that. You know what I'm saying? So for some of y'all, also, because one thing about karma, honey, it is what it is. So it may not necessarily be that it's a bad thing. Some of y'all are reaping the rewards of being able to live in your truth because of some of the positive things that you've done and the higher vibrational changes that you've made. God wants to reward you, but you ain't gonna be able to maintain it, enjoy it, appreciate it with some of that old shit still in play. So it's like you going through stuff now so that you can create the space that helps you to nurture and cultivate this higher vibrational life and the reward that God's trying to give you. So it's like, okay, if you got some fucked up spending habits, or you are the type of person who will blow your money on trying to impress other people because you in this people pleasing nature, you know what I'm saying? You going through shit that is helping you to learn the lesson and the wisdom and shift out of that energy so that God could bless you with that coin and you could do the right thing with it, so you could be a good steward of it, you know what I'm saying? Or say, you know, you be on some player shit, or you be lying and then you misogynistic and you look down on women and you've mistreated and abused women mentally, emotionally, whatever the case. And now you're going through shit to change your mind and help you shift your consciousness to where it's like, okay, actually, divine feminine energy is what I'm missing. You know what I'm saying? Within me and alongside of me. I no longer want to be this person who just use women as tools. You know what I'm saying? But instead, I want an actual partner. I want to be in a position to better appreciate feminine energy, you know what I'm saying? Because that's the key to me getting to this next level in my life, acknowledging the feminine energy within me and no longer despising it, therefore no longer aligning with toxic femininity in my 3D reality. In order for all of that to take place, you're going to have to go through some shit with some feminine energies. You're going to have to acknowledge where toxic femininity is in your life, be it your mama, your sister, your cousin, the person you lay up with every night, your supervisor. Like, if you have dysfunctional relationships with women, or you look at women in a toxic, low vibe, dishonoring way, things are gonna have to happen in order for you to see that that is the case and that that is a problem, and then gain that wisdom in order to have more appreciation for a different, I ain't gonna say caliber of woman, but for femininity, period, for Mother Earth, for the feminine aspect of God itself. Because, you know, for me, God ain't a man or a woman. It's both, just like us. We're feminine and we're masculine. Balanced energy, yin and yang. So that's something to be mindful of as well, that this karmic board clearing is helping to clear the slate for you so that you can make room to be a better steward of the blessings that are coming in for you as you actively and intentionally rewrite your story, rewrite your narrative. And then you got Lemurian seed codes. Now, it said that the Lemurians lived in paradise, that a very advanced technological civilization that went under, like Atlantis. But Lemurian energy is that energy of embracing your sensitivity. And we literally talked about the significance of the light and being an empath in Soul Food Sundays. So that's why I said that message is pretty much coming out here as well. So you're embracing your sensitivity and understanding that you're not cut out for a lot of the low vibe shit that you have been entertaining. And the reason why shit get on your nerves, aggravate you, drain you, is because you're an empath. You have these intuitive gifts. You're far more of a spiritual, divine feminine being, because that's divine feminine energy, intuition, empathy, rest, what else is a divine feminine energy? Receptivity. You know what I'm saying? Caring for yourself, self-love, self-care. All of that is feminine energy. You just can't be walking around here, you know, with your balls and your word. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're more than that. You are a masculine and feminine energy. It is perfectly fine. It's actually very beautiful that you show up in this world as a dominantly masculine energy, because that's my preference. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like, especially as a woman who is in touch with, in tune with her masculine and feminine energy, can see and appreciate the shit out of a man who is in touch with his feminine energy. Like, for me, I don't like no man with no dirty ass nails, even though sometimes my nails be dirty, because I scratch my head 2 times, next thing you know, I got shit under my nails. But I'm mindful of that as a feminine energy. That's self-care, you know what I'm saying? Or a man who takes care of himself. And I'm not just talking about aesthetically, but like, get you some fucking rest, take care of yourself. Because what I have found, y'all, and I know this is the divine masculine reading, so I know exactly who I'm talking to. When y'all don't take care of yourself in that way, y'all stress the shit out of the woman in your life. You get with some woman who, because you say, oh, I am man, hear me roar, I gotta work from sun up to sundown, you don't eat healthy, so therefore she's concerned about your health. You're not resting, so therefore she's concerned about your health, your mental health, your spiritual health. If you were a woman that ain't concerned about your spiritual health, you need to be, or don't pour into your spiritual health. You need to be concerned about that anyway. Just saw 11:11. But for many of you, this is the level up. That is why you having that karmic board clearing, because you didn't even value that type of shit at one point. But the more you love on yourself, the more you raise the price, everything outside of you got to govern itself accordingly. You know what I'm saying? So with this Lemurian seed codes, it's also telling me that you guys are starting to embrace your uniqueness more, your individuality, who you were created to be, instead of some carbon copy of what society has told you need to present yourself as. You know what I'm saying? A duplicate of him, her, them, and they. You know what I'm saying? Just being you. And understanding that you were created by the divine to be your unique self, whatever that looks like. And living with grace, giving yourself some grace. Again, feminine energy, 12-12. Because for some of y'all, a lot of y'all, that is not within your comfort zone. When I see 12-12, a lot of times that's reminding me about getting out of your comfort zones. For many of you, especially as masculines in this patriarchal society, you're not comfortable with giving yourself grace. You're just as hard on yourself as the world is on y'all. And that is part of the reason why I do this work. And I am very intentional about with turquoise majesty, even though I am a divine feminine energy. I'm very intentional about not making men feel excluded from what I have to offer. You know what I'm saying? Like, this, my wellness practice is not just for women. And I've had quite a few masculine clients, and we have run through the full gamut of emotions, because you are a human being and not a human doing, and you're supposed to experience the full gamut of emotion. That's what makes you human. You're not a machine. You're not a clone or a drone or any of the things. Like, you are a walking heartbeat. You're supposed to feel that thing. You're supposed to use that thing. It ain't just there to keep the blood pumping throughout your body. So I am happy for y'all. I'm impressed with the work that is being done, because in order to get to this point of clearing karma, being open to rewriting your story and embracing your sensitivity, knowing that all that entertaining, low vibe, ghetto ass dumb shit and I don't mean ghetto in terms of class. I mean ghetto in terms of just drama, stupid shit, unnecessary. You know what I'm saying? Not entertaining, like not getting rest, not taking care of your health. Like, it just says that y'all are raising the price, and that you're embracing your sensitivity. You can't afford, because of the significance of your life and your purpose, and aligning more with your purpose, and just wanting a better quality of life. You know that you can't afford to operate the way you used to. You have a different tolerance for the dumb shit. So I love that for y'all. At the top of the deck, we have crown chakra upgrade, divine connection, holy experiences, miraculous energy. When your crown chakra is open, that means you connecting with the Holy Spirit more. You're able to tap into the energy and the messages and the nudges of your your ancestors, your spirit guides, the Holy Spirit itself is better able to communicate with you when your crown chakra is open. So for many of you, you're probably having vivid dreams that are trying to tell you something. You're seeing increased signs and synchronicities and having all kinds of like holy, miraculous experiences, telepathic experiences. For many of you, you may even be involved in telepathic connections. I know we've been talking a lot about the twin flame journey when it comes to these divine masculine and divine feminine energy readings. So you may be experiencing more telepathy with your divine counterpart, where like you think of them and they text or they call, or you see them somewhere, or you see their name, or you see their birthday, or something significant to them you see. A lot of times when a person is like heavy on your mind like that, they thinking about you, you know what I'm saying? And vice versa. So that's something to keep in mind as well, because if you've had this crown chakra upgrade, that means that you're experiencing those type of things more. At the bottom of the deck, Gaia Gateway activation, learning experiences, wisdom transmission, and earth intelligence. Y'all are no longer going through shit over and over and over and over. Y'all getting it. And if you ain't been getting it, you about to start getting it. It's about to start making sense. You about to start taking the shit that you go through and turning it into wisdom, opposed to repeating the same cycles over and over. You're learning from their learning experiences. Y'all are very much in a space where you are, like it say, rewriting the narrative. You're creating the stories that you're gonna tell your kids and your grandkids on the porch. You know what I'm saying? While you trying to teach them something. You're not going to be telling them, yeah, man, I had like 10 women and that's how you live your life. You're going to be telling them like, yeah, I did my thing when it was appropriate to do it. But as I grew, you know what I'm saying, I learned that I need to be more honest and upfront about my desires and my feelings. And if I don't want monogamy, then and to be honest, I'm an empath. I have this energetic sensitivity where I know better than to try to. I had to learn that it does not behoove me to try to entertain a whole bunch of women at one time. So I can't do the 10. You know what I'm saying? That narrative versus that other toxic shit that you would be teaching them. Wisdom, passing it on. Be it your kids, because some of us ain't give a fuck about having no kids. Be it your kids or the people that you're meant to shine your light, helping along your journey. But you're going to be passing on this wisdom, because one thing about wisdom, it ain't just for us. It's for us to help the collective in some kind of way, be it our family or our soul tribe or whatever the case. If we were to become mentors, you're going to be sharing your story and able to pass on knowledge and wisdom to them that is helpful, opposed to I don't know if y'all have ever like talked to somebody, especially that's old, and they giving you dumbass advice. You know what I'm saying? You're not perpetuating that same dumbass situation, because you're going to be able to pass on wisdom. And also draw from the intelligence of Mother Gaia. So what this also tells me, y'all been doing a lot of work with your higher chakras, your crown chakra, maybe even your throat chakra, but your crown chakra and your third eye, the throat chakra, and maybe even the heart chakra, which is your centermost chakra. But from here on up, y'all been doing a lot of work in that area, but you're needing to ground and work on your lower chakras as well. And so I gave some tips and tidbits for how you can ground, work with your root chakra, certain things that you can be eating or doing to help you get grounded, because you are in this world but not of this world. And so you're having to learn how, with now being aware of your spiritual gifts, being aware of your connection with the Holy Spirit, star families and star seeds and your ancestors and all that, learning how to live in this 3D reality with those gifts, with that knowledge, with that wisdom. So work with the Gaia Gateway. I think it's some information on YouTube about that as well. And I'm going to be pulling from the 4 agreements so we can clarify this message for you all. Still, please clarify this message for the Divine Masculine Collective. And then we're going to pull from the love letters and playlist oracle, see what lyrics apply to what's coming forward. Don't take anything personally. Relinquish self-importance. Giving up that ego. Taking shit personally. Getting offended. Personal importance or taking things personally is the maximum expression of selfishness, because we make the assumption that everything is about me. Again, I said a lot of y'all probably been working on your heart chakra. When your heart starts to open up and you working on your heart chakra and you getting it in a more healthy and emotionally intelligent place, you begin to realize that shit ain't always about you. Other people have shit going on too. And if you're going to have substantial relationships, it's not all about you receiving. You're needing to give as well if you're going to have healthy connections with people. So this speaks very much of reciprocity and also humility, as you learn to stop taking shit so personal and making everything about you, because everything ain't about you. And that's probably part of this karmic board clearing, this energetic clearing, rewriting your story and living your truth, is owning that you have been operating from that space and then challenging yourself to operate from a more selfless. I'm all about making sure your cup is full before you give from your cup, and make sure that you have overflow. But for many of us, that ego have to die before we can have more substantial quality connections. What comes from the heart reaches the heart. But if you have not been giving from the heart, then 9 times out of 10, you sure been accepting. That happens a lot from people, period. And so as you're shifting gears, as you are embracing your sensitivity, your uniqueness, and you living with grace, you're not only having grace for yourself, but grace for other people, because it ain't always about you. Man, it's not an island. And we not meant to do this journey alone. So if you're going to do it with other people, you need to be reciprocal. Just saw 2222, which is my confirmation, because 2s are all about relationship. Don't make assumptions. Speak openly and honestly. Don't assume that people know how you feel. Don't assume that everything is on the up and up, or that there's an issue. You know what I'm saying? Speak openly and honestly so that you can get clear about things. So it says when you speak openly and honestly, you won't have to make assumptions. The day you stop making assumptions, you will communicate cleanly and clearly and achieve impeccability with your word. I don't know what rapper that was that used to say, all I have is my balls and my word. And I used to really think, like, listening to that, because I grew up heavily in rap culture, hip hop, all that, underground, all that, that men really stood on. How naive. Because it was more of a thing said, not male bashing, it was more of a thing said of men. All I got is my balls and my word. And I'm like, oh, okay, if that's something they live up to, you know what I'm saying, then men really honor their word. They honor being impeccable about their word. But boy, was I wrong, honey. But see, y'all not being led to live like that, or continue to live like that. To be more honorable about your word, and don't make assumptions. Speak openly and honestly about how you feel, what you want, what you don't want. Be mindful of the power of your words and how you manifest what it is that you speak, and don't assume that people are clear on what it is that you're saying. Like, make sure that what you are communicating or trying to communicate is being received in the way that you are communicating. Don't assume that the things that you do communicate how you feel. Say it, and don't just say it with your motherfucking chest, okay? Top of the deck. That's the bottom. Be impeccable with your word. Release the need to be right. Y'all, what's up with y'all in it? Ego death. Ego death. This karmic clearing and a lot of what y'all been going through has been an ego death. Because a lot of y'all apparently have been operating from a level of like arrogance and ego that is not healthy. It's healthy to be confident. It's healthy to stand on business and be confident about who you are and how you show up. But this says that at some point, y'all been doing that shit from an unhealthy place. But 9 times out of 10, that's what's been your experiences have been bringing to your awareness so that you can make that change. But it says when you believe something, you assume you are right, and you may even destroy relationships in order to defend your position. Let go of the need to defend your position. You probably wrong about something you done still stood 10 toes down on that you were right about. Somebody done told you something, or you done told somebody something, and you just knew that you knew that you knew that you was right. Let that ego go in and just admit that you was wrong. It's okay, pimps fuck up. Happens to the best of us. But whatever the case, whether this is an isolated incident or this is something that keeps occurring in your connections with people, you need to release your need to be right. Baby, pick and choose your battles wisely. You are being called to be a better steward of your energy, which means honoring that you are an empathic being, that you have this you're embracing your sensitivity, or needed to embrace your empathic nature and your sensitivity, and you can't afford to be going back and forth. What the boy say? Lil Duval, I'm living my best life. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. Listen, say what you say and be done with it. And sometimes you don't need to say nothing. Let your actions do the talking in those situations where there's debate. You know what I'm saying? What you trying to prove? You don't have a point to prove in those types of situations. You know what I'm saying? So be mindful of doing the tit for tat, because that's actually really childish, and I'm argumentative. I'm Aries. You know, we like a healthy debate. But I have learned some shit is just not worth it. It just ain't worth it. It has nothing to do with the cost of tea in China, and so ain't no need of you even wasting your time. But it's either that, or it's a situation where you projected things would be one way, somebody else projected that things would be another, and they were right and you were wrong. And you don't want to admit that you was wrong in that situation. At the bottom of the deck, you have, don't take anything personally. Your truth is personal to you. Your own opinions and point of view reflect your own agreements and are personal to you. It is no one's truth but yours. Listen, you're going to have to be more confident in how you feel about things and how you think about things. And a lot of times when we are on this journey of self-discovery, what we find out through reflection and trial and error is that we have valued other people's opinions about how we operate in our life and the moves we make, what we desire, things like that, more than we have our own. But your opinions and point of view is valuable. Just saw 10 on 1 speaking to the twin flame journey. Literally, it's 10 on 1 on my phone. Your opinion and how you feel about shit is valuable. Fuck what everybody else got to say. Fuck what they doing. They ain't got a hell or heaven to push you in. And so you needed to not take their opinions personally and know that your truth is personal to you. Your truth is your power. Your light is just as significant, if not even more significant, as theirs, especially as it pertains to your life, your purpose, and your journey. So we're needing to stop valuing other people's opinions more than we do our own, is what this is saying. And that could be very much part of this karmic board clearing. Get that shit out of here. Putting so much emphasis on what other people think about how we feel or what we want to do or what we do. And I can't help but see this message that was underneath there. And it says, impeccability of the word can be measured by your level of self-love. If you love yourself, you will express that love in your interactions with others. And that action will produce a like reaction. What comes from the heart reaches the heart. And the more you love yourself, the more you're capable of expressing love to others. And it's a domino effect. It's going to produce more and more love. You know what I'm saying? But it's got to come from love within you. Whatever gesture, whatever words, whatever expression, it's got to come from your heart space to reach their heart space. Because trust me, somebody who loves themselves, they can smell bullshit a mile away. They gonna know you full of shit and you ain't coming correct. You know what I'm saying? Whether they acknowledge it or not. But just like you need to be some shit they ain't gonna address. Some shit just not worth their time. They're not gonna be trying to prove who right and who wrong. You know what I'm saying? And so be mindful of that with expressing your love. Express your love, masculines. And that's a perfect segue into the love letters card. So I'm gonna pull from those. What's the love that the masculines need to express? You have to get all in y'all business. This the fun part. This the serious shit here. What love are the masculines needed to express as they embrace their sensitivity and understand that other people's opinions are like assholes? Everybody got one. You're gonna rewrite your story, you definitely can't rewrite it based on what other people got to say, because that's how you was writing it up to this point. That's the old narrative. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's a lot. Y'all got a lot to say. I'm not pulling all that. We not doing that. Fewer cards, please, Spirit, as we get into divine masculine business. They definitely want to talk, but it's like a lot to say. Y'all got a lot to say. Let's see. Okay, that's 4. You are my first thought in the morning and my last thought before bed. Who y'all thinking about? This what you need to say to somebody? How the fuck can you think about somebody this much and not express yourself? I get it. That's very possible. Especially if you're not used to expressing yourself. Especially if you got people in your ear telling you it's not a good idea, or, you know what I'm saying? Whatever could be affecting it. You can have those constant thoughts of someone and still have angst about being upfront and truthful and expressive. But you are my first thought in the morning and my last thought before bed. That means this person is very significant to you. If they taking up that much space in your head, come on now. Speak openly and honestly, and don't make assumptions that this person knows that's how you feel. I'm scared of losing you. You run the risk of this happening the longer you hold on to this shit, though. You know what I'm saying? Now, granted, I'm a firm believer in what God has for you is for you. You know what I'm saying? And that all things happen in divine timing. But don't take for granted having somebody in your life that you think of when you wake up in the morning and when you go to bed at night, and then expecting them to be there whenever you're ready. You know what I'm saying? You got reasons to feel a type of way about possibly losing them. And so they calling y'all out. I'm scared of losing you. I will say, speak your truth, whatever that is. You ain't gotta have everything perfect and aligned and ready to go for what you assume. Got this message of assumption, making assumptions coming up. What you assume is what's desired or required of you. Communicate. Because you may be waiting and holding on and scared and in fear for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Don't risk losing this person or this opportunity to connect with somebody that you're thinking of from the first thought in the morning to the last before bed, because you assume that they want something that you can't give. I still remember the first day we met. This is somebody that you have some sense of like longevity with. This ain't somebody that you've been eyeing, but you haven't met them, you haven't interacted with them. This is someone you've interacted with and you're reminiscing. There's some sense of nostalgia that comes along with how you're feeling. And the fact that you remember it is special, because there are people along your journey who you don't, because you don't give a fuck. And that's okay, but not this person. You remember the first day y'all met. That's significant, because it's you. It's always been you. You knew when you met the person. It was something special about them. Something stood out. You had some feeling, you know what I'm saying? Something came over you. No matter how long ago it was, you knew then. But you've been bullshitting, procrastinating, possibly needing to learn, grow, align, shift, elevate before you could get to this point where you are now, where you're being led to quit focusing on other people's opinions and making assumptions and taking things personally and trying to being so caught up in who's right and who's wrong, and just ground this situation with this Gaia gateway activation. You needing to bring this shit into your 3D reality as it is being you're being led to by what's coming through your crown chakra, those signs and synchronicities, your dreams, the nudgings of your guides. The divine God is telling you, hey, them right there. They're part of the narrative. They're part of you rewriting your story. They're part of you living in your truth. If you got a whole people-pleasing thing going on where you care more about other people's opinions and being right and needing to go through an ego death and caring about what other people think and all of that, what better lesson for you to learn by stepping out on faith with this situation than love? You know what I'm saying? What better thing to prompt you to grow and expand and evolve and mature than love? And it's embrace your uniqueness. This is a situation that catalyzes that Lemurian seed code energy within you of embracing your sensitivity, living with grace, and embracing your uniqueness. This is dope. What's at the top of the deck? I need some water. Water representing emotion. Some of y'all are feeling like you're at an emotional deficit. Like you don't necessarily have the emotional support that you need for what you got going on right now. And it's probably the only thing standing in between it is you allowing other people's opinion to be a factor. Being so hung up on this right and who's wrong thing. And making assumptions about the situation. Top of the deck. The songs I hear are guiding me to you. Your music has been such an intricate part of these readings. And actually, I have been having some downloads about some songs relative to the twin flame journey. One of them that stands out to me is, God damn it, why I ain't write it down? I was listening to it the other night. It randomly just out of nowhere it came to me, and I had to pull it up on my streaming service so I could listen to the words. It's John Legend, Refuge. There you go, because I just pulled it up the other day. Hold on. It blanked back out. It's in my queue. Okay, I'm not gonna wait a minute, go off. Okay, that's the sound, but it says, I pray for better days to come. I pray that I will see the sun, because life is so burdensome when every day is a rainy one. But suddenly there's no more clouds. I believe without a doubt that heaven sent an angel down, and then she turned my life around. You know, and I know, friends come and friends go, and they come with fucking opinions. And when they leave, their opinions go with their ass. Storms rise and winds blow, but one thing I know for sure, that when it's cold outside, There's no need to worry because I'm so warm inside. You give me peace when the storm's outside. Because we're in love, I know it'll be all right. Now, peace is so hard to find. We're terrorized and victimized, but that's when I close my eyes and think of you to ease my mind. You take me to another place. There's no more war, just love and grace. Living with grace. This Lemurian seed codes, feeling redeemed. Like, damn, God, you send me the alley oop with this one. I ain't that bad after all. Grace. Baby, you restore my faith. I know the truth's not in vain. You know and I know through all the battles, Baghdad to Israel, there's one thing I know for sure, that when it's cold outside, there's no need to worry because I'm so warm inside. I love this song, y'all. If you haven't heard it, it's on John Legend's first album, Get Lifted, which is classic, one of my fucking favorites. But it goes, when it's warm, when it's cold outside, there's no need to worry, cause I'm so warm inside. You give me peace when the storm's outside, cause we're in love, I know it'll be alright. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. And at the end, my favorite part where he get the ad lib and it's cause you give me peace in the middle of the storm. When it's cold, you keep me warm. It's alright, it's alright, it's alright, it's alright. Now I gotta listen to it when we finish, cause that's my shit. And then at the end, it's a call. Wait a minute, because I might be missing something significant. At the end, it's a call. He playing like a voice message call from his dad. And it says, hello, hey, Johnny, this is your dad and your mom. What we called for is to let you know we're looking forward to seeing you home over the holidays. Everybody's been asking about you. Give me a call later. Okay, bye. What that is bringing to mind for me is this is a connection that is divinely led to break generational curses. So if you like me, you may come from a family where you have not seen or experienced healthy marriages or unions, especially as it relates to your parents. And you can't let other people's opinion be the thing that steps in the way of you breaking that. And in the fucking Soul Food Sundays reading, the bottom of the deck was breaking chains. I'm telling y'all, check out Soul Food Sundays if you haven't already, because these messages intertwine. Bottom of the deck, I'm seeing you in a whole new light. So, opposed to being influenced by what other people got to say, possibly about this person's character or associations or how they look or whatever their opinions are about this individual that you think about from first thing in the morning and last thing at night, who's your refuge and brings you peace. I don't see nothing saying that they bring you peace. I don't see nothing about them being your refuge, but okay. But you saw them in a different light than you see them now. So it's like you didn't value them the way you do now. And that's okay, because you ain't know what you didn't know. But now that you know better, do better, right? So then it's another deck. Oh, great way to segue into the songs, right? Oh, it's another song. Made for Me by Money Long. I don't know that song, but it speaks about a twin being made for a person. And I had never heard that song before yesterday. It came on, matter of fact, it came on after the, god damn it, hold on, because I don't think it was, let me not lie. Those are searches. Where's my history? when it storms outside. I can't pull it up. Anyway, the song by Money Long. It came on after some other song I was listening to. It might have been the Refuge song by John Legend. But whatever the case, I had never heard that song before. It just automatically came on, right? And the words were standing out to me, especially because it was speaking about a twin. And then I'm at the gym today, and as soon as I get on Instagram, it's somebody's wedding. And they had that song playing on the video of the wedding. That same song that I had never heard of before yesterday. So I'm going to post that on the community board so y'all can check out the lyrics. But let's see what the music oracles, Julisa's messages, or whatever the hell the name of this deck is, what they got to say. Clarify this message of how the divine masculine is. I feel the spirit. Now that song is in my head and it won't leave. The John Legend jump. I think it was the Beyonce song sticking out. Alright. Okay. I get exactly what the fuck this saying. Aaliyah, are you that somebody? It came out upright. I wasn't gonna take the reversals at first, but now I see why they reverse. So you got Aaliyah, are you that somebody? Boy, I've been watching you like the hawk in the sky that fly, but you were my prey. Boy, I promise you, if we keep bumping heads, I know that one of these days we gonna hook it up. Probably we talk on the phone, but see, I don't know if that's good. This is the apprehension about this connection that you got about this person that you think about from first thought in the morning to last thought at night, and that you're scared to lose. You watching them from a distance, you know what I'm saying, seeing what they got going on, whether it's on social media or you see them around or whatever. Like, you keeping your eye on them even though you're keeping your distance, and you feeling like at some point, if we keep on having these experiences and connecting like this, it's gonna go down. I ain't gonna be able to control myself, and we're gonna cross some imaginary line. Cause it say, but see, we gonna hook it up. Probably we talk on the phone, but see, I don't know if that's good. Why wouldn't it be? Y'all grown, right? The fuck? But these opinions of other people and how they gonna feel stand in the way. Because otherwise, why wouldn't it be a good idea? Unless you after somebody's husband or wife or whatever. But it's the divine masculine reader. But hell, if you're same sex, attracted, it could be somebody else's husband. Whatever the case, there's something taboo about this connection, at least in other people's eyes. And because you were operating from, I'm gonna say were, because hopefully y'all shifting out of this. You were concerned about whether if the other people thought, it was like, I don't know if that's a good idea. Aaliyah, are you that somebody? Questioning. Even though you feel this way, it's you. It's always been you. Huh? It's me. But then you don't know if it's a good idea. Maybe this is shifting out of that energy and into a more sure, certain energy, like a definitive decision being made. Now, what was in reverse was Bruno Mars, Just the Way You Are. When I see your face, that's not a thing that I would change, because you're amazing, just the way you are. And when you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while, because girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. The reason why this was in reverse, and yes, I know this song, but I just don't even feel like singing. It was in reverse because, again, you were apprehensive about this person, who they present themselves to be, who they associate with, or what they associate with, or maybe they look different than what you used to, or what people used to seeing you with, or whatever. But it was something about the way this person is, just the way they are, that you struggle to accept. Possibly because of these people's opinions. So it's like you feel this way, but then there's something that interferes with you standing on that shit. You're perfect, just the way you are, actually. You know what I'm saying? You're amazing, just the way you are. When you smile, the whole world stops and stares for a while. Because, girl, you're amazing, just the way you are. Keep in mind, that was in reverse. Something blocking that from being, like, definitive. So then you got the Backstreet Boys, As Long As You Love Me, which was in the upright. Although loneliness has always been a friend of mine, I'm leaving my life in your hands. People say I'm crazy and that I'm blind, risking it all in a glance. Oh yeah, it's a shift going on. My heart just started beating faster. And how you got me blind is still a mystery. I can't get you out of my head. The fuck? You are my first thought in the morning and my last thought before bed. I can't get you out of my head. Don't care what is written in your history as long as you're here with me. What somebody done told you about this person in their past? Who out here shitting on your people name like that? Somebody done put some salt in the game. And it's probably somebody you shouldn't trust if they done spoke negatively on your person like this. But you ready to take that risk. Like he said, he ready to risk it all. Balls to the wall. Let's go. I'm leaving my life in your hands. This is somebody you trust. Refuge. When it's cold outside, there's no need to worry because I'm so warm inside. You give me peace. When it's cold outside, no need to worry because I'm so warm inside. It's alright, it's alright. It's alright, it's alright. Risking it all and how you got me blind is still a mystery. I can't get you out of my head. Don't care what is written in your history as long as you're here with me. Starting a new chapter. Rewriting the story. Don't care what is written in your history. Your history or their history. Clearing the slate. Karmic board clearing. No more of that low vibe, karmic ass energy. Just high vibe, divine love, sacred union, sacred mission, divine purpose. This is beautiful. Okay, this one was in reverse. Mariah Carey, We Belong Together. I didn't mean it when I said I didn't love you. So I should have held on tight. I never should have let you go. I didn't know nothing. I was stupid. I was foolish. I was lying to myself. I don't know why this was in reverse, because sometimes when shit is in reverse, I saw 52. That was the past. 52 breaking down to a 7, which gives you like 7. That was the thing. Okay, them 2 sevens give you 14. 14 give you 5, which is the change that needed to take place. Because this is how you felt at one point, but you realize now where you fucked up. I didn't mean it when I said I didn't love you, or when you acted like you didn't love this person, when you acted emotionally detached and emotionally unavailable and gave your time and attention, your effort, your energy, your concern to other people and other things, when you were distracting yourself from this love and these feelings that you had from when you first woke up and when you went to bed. I should have held on tight. I never should have let you go. I didn't know nothing. You had to learn. You had to go on this temple path, this sacred path of learning and doing shadow work and finding out about what lies in the dark within yourself. Again, check out Soul Food Sunday. So we talk about that shadow work and coming to understand your sensitivity and the significance of your light. So this is literally like somebody else's light that has shown you the light within you. And now you get it. You didn't know better then, but you know better now. I was stupid. I was foolish. I was lying to myself. The light is the truth, y'all. The light is the truth. And where the light is, a lie cannot stand. Jesus is the light. And like I was saying in that reading, that Soul Food Sundays read, I've been doing a lot of research on Mary Magdalene. So these are like these twin flame connections that are coming into union is very much like modern day Jesus and Mary Magdalene being able to live out their love story or rewrite that narrative, because you know the people said Mary was a prostitute. They said Jesus didn't have sex. How the fuck did he live out the full experience of being a human, but he wasn't hunching? Don't do my boy like that. Him and Mary was getting it in and probably had children, okay? I don't believe that narrative. And that's what I mean when I say I don't believe in totality the story that has been put forth about Christ. You know what I'm saying? While I have a belief in Christ, it's not that shit that the pink people push, you know, for their own agenda. It's not. But Mary was his right-hand man. She was the 13th apostle. She was, damn, I wish I had that book. Jesus was comfortable with being vulnerable with her about things that he was not comfortable with discussing with the other disciples. And it has it mentioned in several of the sacred texts, including the Gospel of Mary Magdalene. That is why that book was excluded from the Bible, because her narrative does not support the patriarchy. So we got to tell y'all that it was 12 brothers traveling the world saving the people, when the one who was washing his feet and giving him sound counsel and advice and rocking his world, I'm sold on that. I don't care who say what. I believe that in my heart of hearts that Mary was giving Jesus that work. And he needed it after he was out here healing the people and turning the blind, giving the blind sight and all the things. Yes, sir. Come get this. You hear me? Because that's what a divine feminine is going to do. She was his healer. She was the homie. And the disciples, they did not like that. They was like, he told her what? How he told her, but he didn't tell us? Duh. You're a masculine energy. You don't have that same genuine softness, vulnerability, emotional availability, ability to create safe space and nurturance like a divine feminine energy. Peter, Paul. But yeah, y'all, this is your message. This one's a little longer than usual, but it's been dope. I hope it gave you some clarity on your journey. If you're needing any personal assistance, feel free to email me at turquoisemajesty@gmail.com. If any of this resonated with you, especially the 4 agreements, I think the free audio book is on YouTube. You may be able to find a free PDF. Hell, I might have a copy around here somewhere. Hit me and I'll make sure to get that to you, so that you can dive deeper into the 4 agreements if any of this resonated with you. There are also frequencies and meditations on karmic board clearing, the Miriam seed codes, crown chakra upgrades, Gaia gateway activations. Like, all of this shit is out there. It may even help you to listen to some of these songs and the lyrics, or read them in their entirety, as I've just given you a snippet. But it says the songs I hear are guiding me to you. So if you needed some extra encouragement to make whatever move it is that you're being led to make, listen to these songs in their entirety, or go and read the lyrics in entirety, so that they can minister to your soul. Don't forget to like the video. Should something have been said that you liked or resonate with, subscribe to the channel. And this is the reading that I'm putting out before Valentine's Day. Happy Valentine's Day, y'all. I hope that y'all will be making all the love and going on all the dates and enjoying all of the romance and traveling or picnicking or whatever the fuck y'all do these days for Valentine's Day. But with that being said, y'all, until next time, peace.